Going on YouTube? When it sounds too good, I never trust it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. Man, if you make $18 an hour to like $23 an hour, you need to watch this video. Cause a lot of y'all saying you can't pay your bills, you ain't making enough money. And I'm gonna give y'all some tips and tricks. Well, I ain't tricks, but I'm gonna give y'all some tips on what you can do possibly to make money and what you would call that save. Like, suppose you making, I would just put it like this. I'll just use me as an example. I was working at HBO and I was making $23 an hour, and my chicken range around $780 to $800 a week. 40 hours a week. Sometimes you can work like 42, 43. But on a busy week, you may work like 48, 50 hours. Meaning you may come in at 6 and get off at like 12, 1. Have you come back at 3 and get off at like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm saying once we're busy, everybody's busy. So loads gonna get pushed back. So that way, usually they do is they get more drivers to move these loads out. So that way freight can come back quicker. Freight don't come back quicker, we can't do our job. But anyways, $23 an hour. I had a title loan. So basically I just said I had a car note. I had the insurance. I had rent, phone bill, internet. What else? Groceries. What else I have? Gas, water. I think that's all my bills. So with me making $23 an hour, $4 a week, my check bringing in about $780 every week, right? Some of y'all get paid every 2 weeks at $20 an hour. You work in the warehouse. Now you're gonna probably be bringing in around $1,400, $1,300 every 2 weeks. So that's bringing in $2,800 every month. You make it $2,800 every month and you can't pay your bills. And I don't understand how y'all can't pay y'all bills with $2,800 every month. Now the first thing you need to do is you need to switch locations. Wherever you live at, whatever apartment you're paying for, you need to get away from over there. Apartments, too much money. Entirely too much money. You're gonna pay apartment $1,000, $1,200. What you need to do is you need to go to whatever city you in. You need to look around the surrounding city. Now, I know it's convenient for you to go stay at your little cushy apartment and drive 10 minutes to work. I understand that. But if you want to build your money, you need to stay somewhere where you can pay $550, $750 rent, $800 rent. You stay in Dallas, you need to move on the outskirts. You're going to sacrifice time getting up to work, getting home from work, but you can save you a little bit more money. So you stay in these big towns, Dallas, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and you trying to live in the city, right? Live in the city. Live on the outskirts of the city. Don't live in the city. You're going to save a whole lot of money. You find you a house to rent for somebody who's a landlord than renting from an apartment. And then apartment, when you're looking for an apartment, you got to pay the application fee. That shit going to be $100. And then, of course, your $1,200 a month. And then you got to pay, like, I heard some people say they got to pay for their trash service. Parking fee, trash service. No, man. Find you a little house on the outskirts. You go on Facebook, Zillow, and all this stuff. You find you a house that you can pay rent on. $600, $800. We ain't gonna pay $1,200 no more. Once you cut that out, that's pretty much all you gotta do. You just you trying to cut down on the rent. You save up for maintenance on your car. You save up just in general, and you put your money, your lights, your water, gas. You put some on it every time you get paid. Don't wait till it's time to pay it to pay $250 of insurance. You go ahead and put your money in it over time, so when it's time to actually pay the bill, your bill like $40. You do that for all the bills you can, your Wi-Fi, your phone. You do that for every bill you can. Some bills you can't pay, you gotta pay the full thing. But the bills where you can put some on it to lower the balance, do that. You suppose you financing the car, so you got like a $400, $500 car payment, because that's what they're going for nowadays. Unless you going to the bank, you going through the car lot, they're gonna be $400, $500. Trust me, I know this. It's 2025. Cars ain't cheap no more. But anyways, you got $300 to $500 car payment, plus your full coverage insurance. Pay your car note full. Pay your insurance over time. Pay your lights, your water, your gas over time. If you got gas, you pay it over time. If you just got electricity, you pay it over time. Don't wait till it's time to pay the bill to pay the full thing. Go ahead and pay a little bit. You budget these things out. You go ahead and pay a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. By the time it's time to actually pay the bill on the 20th, you done got that bill so low, you ain't even got to worry about it too much. Now, that's when you start saving money. Your last check of the week, of the month, should be your biggest check. Your rent on the 1st, you got paid on the 18th. So I say the third last should be your biggest check. You know the rent coming up. So you got to pay that in full. You can't just make partial payments on the rent. Your rent coming up, but you got a third check. What you're going to do is you're going to take half the rent out. This is when you're in your new house. You don't do this while you're in an apartment. You trying to get out of this apartment. This is people who's done moved on to $600, $800 houses, and maybe a beat up trailer, beat up old ass house. Find an older one. Not nothing all damn. They charging for the floor because they did the floor. They did the cabinets. They did the sink. You know what I'm saying? They want to charge extra money for doing maintenance on an old ass house. What the fuck? But anyways, this is for you in this house, not when you're in an apartment. In this apartment, we're trying to get out of this. Do what you're doing already while you're in that apartment. Go ahead and handle your business while you're there. But when it's time to get the hell out, you find you a house outside the city. Or you may find you a house in the city. Who knows? Some people live in the city rent house, $550 in rent. Lafayette, Louisiana. One of my old coworkers said her rent was $550, and she stayed in Lafayette itself. It was an old house, but still, we ain't buying no house. We just renting. This ain't our shit. We just live here. So this is for when you find your new house, right? So here's how we're gonna take care of the rent. I done told you how to take care of the lights. I done told you how to take care of the water, the gas, if it's gas, the insurance, the internet. You put stuff on it. You don't wait till it's time when it says due to pay for it. You put a little bit on it. And you staying home by yourself anyway, so your bill shouldn't be too high. Your light bill shouldn't be too high. Your water bill shouldn't be too high. You spending most of your time at work, the gym. You ain't barely at home. Your light bill should be under $100. Or if it is over 100, it should be like $120. Gas should be like $20, $30. You the only one in there. In some places, the water and electricity all together. So that goes for everything besides your rent. All your bills, you want to just pay on it just a little bit. You take your money, you take your $780, $800 for those who make it $23 an hour, $22 an hour, or $18, $19, $20 an hour. You take that money, you look at all your bills, you write down on the paper, you take everything out your check to put on your bill. You put some money up for yourself, for food and gas, for groceries, a little bit for maintenance. It can be like $20 for maintenance on the car, $20 for savings, $20 for groceries. We ain't putting a whole lot. We just putting a little bit. We live by ourselves, right? So we putting a little bit up, and then we're being frugal. We're not dating. We're not spending money on dates. If we do spend money, we're going to make sure that we're not overspending on dates. Some of y'all want to take these girls to, don't take a bitch to Chili's and stuff, bro. I ain't going to call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You want to meet a girl, you want to talk to, you want to have fun, go to some coffee shop, Starbucks, or McDonald's or something. Go somewhere small first if you want to do that. You want to take somebody out, go somewhere small for lunch. So you put money in for $20 for gas, maintenance on your car. You building that up. You building up your savings, $20, and then you building up your groceries. So you just put a little money up. That's all you doing. You pay your bills in full each time they come up. You're gonna be broke. You don't put your money up in it, like you just put a little bit here, put a little bit there, put a little bit there. When it's time to actually pay the bill, it's like already the money you've been putting into it. Suppose your light bill $120, you put 40 in one week, 40 in another week. Next thing you know, your bill's down to like $50. That ain't shit. Do it like that. Don't pay the bills in full. I learned this itch from my dad, and my dad used to do stuff like this. Now my old lady doing this. You don't have to pay the bill in full. And if you fall behind, you fall short, they see you made all these payments, they may work some out with you, have your extension plan, whatever. But we don't want to do extension plans. Pay those important stuff first. Lights, water. Pay rent, lights, water. Your car, if you got a car note, same thing. You put money on it. I need a board to write the numbers down so I'm going to have a part 2 to this. I'm going to work on it. I'll show y'all how to pay your bills on a budget. So, and if you got kids, you may have chances to get help from the government. Food stamps, WIC. Depends if your kid's 5 or under. If your kids are 5 or under, you may have a chance to get these things. Plus, always check Facebook Marketplace for any free things. Always check Facebook Marketplace for free things. Create lists. People are getting rid of stuff all the time. When you're riding around, when you go home from work or something, you're going to work, make note of the stuff you see on the side of the road. It's like, damn, I see a couch over there. I'm going to see if I can find somebody to come get that couch. I'm going to haul that couch off, clean it up, and I'm going to put that in my house. Or I seen a coffee table over there. Lamp, coffee table, rugs, all kinds of stuff you can clean up and put in your house. I wouldn't take no beds. You can't really clean no bed, or you can clean a couch up. Get a steam cleaner and stuff. You rent you a steam cleaner. But anyways, man, Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I hope y'all having a great day, man. Peace.